So this story started with Gi-hun, a defeated person who did not have money for anything, not even for his mother's treatment. In such a difficult time, someone suggested him to play Death Cane, in which 500 other people also came to play with him. There was a robot in this game. If any person made even a small mistake, the robot would pick him up and kill him. To win this game, Gi-hun saved his life by cheating an old cancer patient and finally won the game. He was one of the 500 players who emerged victorious. The rest were killed in the game. After winning the game, he got a lot of money, but he did not even touch that money because he felt that it was because of him that the 500 people who entered the game had died. He was sad about this. Gi-hun learned the shocking truth that rich people used to kill such people just for their entertainment, play such games and enjoy them. He decided that he will stop this game. After that we met Jun-hee, a police officer whose brother had run away. While searching for his brother, Jun-hee found a Squid Game card in his brother's room. The atrocities committed in this game were revealed. How the losers are killed mercilessly and the organs of the one who survives after the first shot are removed and sold. Jun-hee was caught by the frontman who runs the Squid Game. And here, Jun-hee, as well as the audience, were shocked to find out that the frontman was none other than Jun-hee's brother. To find him, he again showed Gi-hun, the winner of the Squid Game, to Suwon-to on the island. He understood that people were going to play this disgusting game again in which people would die, and he did not want to let this happen. So he decides to use all his money and power to stop them, and he sends his people, that is players, to fight with the people in the game. As per the plan, these people pretend to fight among themselves, and when the guards come to stop them, they attack them and kill them and snatch their gun. After which, they also got many weapons to fight. Taking Jin, these people went up to fight with the people of this game, and here a complete war-like atmosphere was created. Fierce firing and fighting started between the players and the guards of the game. In this fight, Gi-hun and his friend finally reached a control room because they had to go there and kill the game authorities, that is those people who were running this game. But they still could not find a way to enter the control room. Now their bullets also got over. Frontman also tried to make them lose the fight by playing the same game or fooling them, and then finally he himself came in front of Gi-hun in the guise of frontman and killed his friend in front of Gi-hun's eyes. Gi-hun was now really feeling defeated, and this is how Season 2 ended. Season 3 begins with this battle, and it is revealed that the players have now surrendered to the people of this game. After this battle, only 60 players are left alive, and many guards have also been killed in this battle. After this fight, Gi-hun is handcuffed and is not allowed to participate in any activity other than the game. Here all the people express their sorrow for their defeat in front of him and tell them that they are losing the battle because of the fear. Lee had come down to take the guns, but due to fear he could not go up. In this way these people ran out of weapons and they lost the battle. The tantric also arrived there. She teased Gi-hun a lot and said, "I told you that nothing will happen with this." Gi-hun got angry and grabbed her by the throat and started choking her. Everyone together saved the tantric, but Gi-hun was very angry. She spent the whole night staring at Lee, and now even Lee was scared of her eyes. Well, when the voting happened again, it was found that most of the people still wanted to continue this game. Seeing this, Gi-hun became even more sad. Anyway, now the game was not to be played. As soon as these people moved towards the game room to play the game in the morning, while going through the corridor, they see the dead bodies of all those people who were killed in yesterday's battle, hanging from the ropes, and this sight was enough to scare everyone. Well, after going inside the game room, the rules of the game were explained. There was a very big ball kept inside, which there were balls of two colors, one red and one blue. Every person had to pick one ball. Whichever color ball came to him, he would become a part of that team. That is, the ones with red balls would become part of the red team, and the ones with blue balls would become part of the blue team. On the other side, we were shown No-eul, the same guard who used to kill people deliberately in the last season so that their organs could not be smuggled. Today in the game, she had not killed a single person. Thinking this man to be dead, two guards picked him up, and when he was taken to the organ room to extract his organs. No-eul came there. Here No-eul shot the guards and asked the doctor to treat this man and also threatened that if you do not do so, I will kill you too. Anyway, now two teams were formed for the game. It was revealed that this is a game like hide and seek. The game guards tell that this time Team Blue will have to hide and the people of Team Red will have to catch and kill the people of Team Blue. It is necessary for every person of the red team to kill a person of the blue team, otherwise at the end of the game, the person of red who has not killed any blue will be killed. All the members of Team Red were given knives to kill while Team Blue was given keys. These keys were of the doors that were built inside, and through these members could hide and save their lives. This is why the name of this game was Keys and Knives. We were shown that Gi-hun had the knife this time because he was in the red team while Lee, who was the most angry with him, was in the blue team and he could have killed him with that. That's why Lee was very scared. Now finally we were shown a scene of Jun-hee who is still searching for the island where the Squid Game is being played. The biggest reason for his failure is also his partner who is misleading him because this partner is a man sent by his brother In-ho who is also the frontman. The frontman means he had put that man with Jun-hee under a special plan to protect his brother Jin and hide this island. Well, we were shown the game scene again. In the game, all the people of the blue team were making noise because their chances of dying and losing were high. So the team guards told them that if they want, they can exchange themselves with any of the red team members. Many people tried to do this, but they failed. Now the game guards asked all the blue team to first go inside the game arena so that they get a chance to hide. This arena was exactly like a bulbulin inside which there were many rooms and their doors were locked. These people were given the key of which door. These people had to find that door and hide in that room. Here we were shown that Danny-jo was pregnant and Kat and Yang were still helping her outside. Now it was shown that all the red team was ready to go inside and Gi-hun was obsessed with killing Lee. Lee also knew this, so he was trying to hide as quickly as possible to save his life. There were some people in the red team who did not have the courage to kill. Gi-hun was searching for Lee at this time, while on the other hand it was shown that the people of the blue team were trying to open the doors somehow. In this way people notice that there are special shapes made on the logs of the doors and similar shapes are made on their keys as well. That means these people could open only the triangle door with the triangle key. Here we saw Kat Young and Danny who had all three types of keys and they became happy seeing this because now they could open any door and save their lives. In fact, these people could also open the special door which could be opened only with the three keys and could save their lives directly from their dot. In this way Danny did not have to work hard. Both of them now trust her and give their keys to Kat so that she can quickly find the special door. Now these three are running away from here when suddenly Danny's foot slips and he gets hurt on his stomach. Just then a member of the red team arrives here who threatens to kill one of these three. Here Kat fights with him and kills him and then runs ahead supporting Danny. Now there were two boys here who had completed their targets, but then both of them decided that they will kill more people so that the number of people in the game will reduce and they can get a bigger share of the money. It was shown here that finally Gi-hun saw Lee. He ran after him to kill him quickly, but it was found that this was some other boy who looked like Lee. Lee was escaping from him again and again. Lee was now running to save himself from Gi-hun. Again when another red team member caught him and strapped his knife on his leg. But before he could kill him, Lee pushed that man with his foot and started leaving from here. Here we see Danny. His delivery time had also come and these people now start delivering him in this room. It was shown that Danny gave birth to a baby girl, due to which both of them were very happy. And here Young also cut one of Danny's cords with the help of a knife hidden in his hair. Now on the other hand, Frontman gets a call from his man that Jun-hee, that is his brother, is still trying to find the island where the Squid Game is. He is not backing down from his intention. So Frontman tells him that no matter what happens, you should not let them reach this island, and if they somehow manage to reach here, then you should kill everyone. On the other hand, it is shown that the man whom No-eul tried to save had also regained consciousness. No-eul wanted to hide her identity from him, so she wore her mask. But as soon as he regained consciousness, No-eul killed the doctor here so that this man could disguise himself as a doctor. This man was actually the father of the girl who was No-eul's mother, and that child had blood cancer, and this man had come here to collect money for his treatment. Well, the scenes shift back to the game where we are shown that Jun-hee was in a very deep fight. At this moment, the tantric comes in front of Jun-hee, whom he is about to hit with a punch. So the tantric tells him that you wanted to kill Lee, right? I just saw him going upwards. His leg is very strong. He must not have gone very far. Hearing this, Gi-hun went to him, and there was a very bad fight between them in which Gi-hun finally killed Lee. Despite trapping Lee, the tantric does not escape because another man comes and kills him. Kate also sacrifices herself while saving Danny and Young, and both of them are very shocked by her death. Meanwhile, Young's son also comes and asks his mother to kill Danny to save his life, but his mother does not support him and saves Danny. Now that boy was about to force Danny to kill him, but before that the game time ended and the game guards came and shot that boy. In front of his mother's eyes, the bodies were taken away from here and everyone came to their lounge. As soon as they arrived, Gi-hun was tied up and Sabi was shown the prize money she had won. It was quite a lot. Everyone was getting a good amount. Young starts pleading with Sabi to vote to stop the game. Now don't be greedy. You will save everyone's life. If not for yourself, then at least have mercy on Danny and that little girl who became a part of this game as soon as she was born. But no one listens to her. Many people vote to continue the game and Young is completely shattered by this decision. They love Danny's daughter at night and then come to Gi-hun. They take a promise from him that he will play this game till the end, so that he can help Danny and his daughter. Taking this promise, they leave from here and commit suicide at night. Danny takes his life and this act of his gives a very bad shock to all the players. Well, the time for the next game comes. The game was simple. They had to jump over the top of the tree, and while doing so, they had to move forward. They had to cross the bridge. Even a slight mistake could cost them their lives. One by one, everyone started crossing it. Many VIPs had also come to watch this game. Those who noticed the behavior of these people were making fun of them. On the other hand, finally Jun-hee, that is the officer's search for this island, also ends. Because this time he had recognized the hill on the island he was near. This was the same hill from where his brother had shot him in the last season. Well, the senses shift back to the game and it is shown that a boy was stumbling badly. So he grabbed a bridge to save himself, but it was of no use, and finally he could not stabilize himself and fell down and died. All the people behind him became more alert out of fear and started jumping across the bridge with great caution. The VIPs sitting inside watching the game decided that the little girl who is Danny's daughter will also be counted as a player and she will also have to play. Now how could she play? Here Danny again asks Gi-hun for help and Gi-hun also goes to Man to help her. He takes off his. When everyone was crossing the bridge, it was very difficult for everyone to jump together. If one person was about to fall, he would hold the other person to save himself, and in this way the other person would also fall with him and die. In fact, someone would even make the other person fall to stabilize herself. And this is how the game went on. Dae-ho save himself. Gi-hun also kills the man in front of him by making him fall, because that man was very coward and had blocked his path for a long time. And finally Gi-hun also crossed the bridge. And at the end was Danny, who could not cross this bridge. And at the end of this game, he also dies. Seeing his death from a distance, Gi-hun is completely shattered. Here the VIPs decide that now Baby will play with Gi-hun only. On the other hand, No-eul, who was preparing to escape from the island, is noticed by the masked officer, and to stop her, he gets the guards to attack her. Now after the game, all the surviving players come back to the launch. Here when the players come to know that even after Danny's death, his share of the money will go to his daughter and not to these players, they all get very angry. They even plan to kill this poor innocent girl. But due to the guards, this girl's life is saved. But this girl's survival was not good for these players. So they decided that along with Gi-hun, they will kill this girl too before the next game. Now the thing is that the people of the game, that is the frontman who was keeping an eye on them, comes to know about all this. And before the final round, the frontman calls Gi-ho to meet him in his office. And Gi-ho is shocked to see that the frontman is none other than In-ho, the person whom he considered his friend from the beginning of the game and was showing sympathy to him. The news of his death was also confirmed by the game people, and he was also sad about his death. But now seeing him as the frontman, Gi-ho's fears ended once and for all. The frontman tells Gi-hun that I called you here to give you a deal. He tells him that all the players are planning to kill you and that poor girl. So I am giving you an offer. You kill everyone before the final round of the game and I will give you all this prize money and this girl. After the sequence, we are shown Jun-hee, who was desperately searching for the island. But he could not understand why his search was not over yet. He found out that one of his own friends was deceiving him, misleading him. He was actually their friend, their man, and he was caught while giving them information. Jun-hee started fighting with him in his anger and passion. Even in his memory, he had the intention to kill everyone, because they had instructed him that if these policemen reach the island, then you should kill all of them. But now in the fight with Jun-hee, he himself gets killed. During this time, No-eul, who was being attacked by the guards, makes a deal with her. If she loves her life, she should return to the island. She agrees, but before leaving, she somehow manages to get the child's father out of there. And then she comes back to the island and goes to a secret room and holds the officers at gunpoint. While killing some officers and fighting with others, she forces the officers to erase all the evidence of that man coming here and escaping from here. And she succeeds in her mission. Here at night, it is shown that Gi-hun was still unable to decide what he should do. Should he really kill all the players? In this dilemma, he goes to everyone's bets with a knife in his hand. But before killing anyone, his brother Samir tells him that he is not a killer. And thus he decides to kill everyone. And Ho, who was noticing Gi-hun very intently at this time, remembered his past, when he too got the same offer in the 2015 game, and he too accepted the offer and killed everyone. But after watching Gi-hun, he realized that not all people are as greedy as him. Now the next day comes and another game begins. This game was much cheaper than the first one. Here there were 3 shaped towers on which the players had to climb and deceive their own teammates to save their lives. To save themselves, all the people had to throw them down from this tower. Here Jack also tells everyone the truth that he is the biological father of this child and he now cares about saving him. To save him, he first picks up a rod and pushes an old man down with the rod and starts hitting another man like this. Other people were also fighting with each other to save their lives, and whoever succeeds in knocking one of them down would win a round. Most of all, Jackie was knocking people down so that his prize money increases. In the middle of all this, a man takes his own life to save the child. So here again Jack also forcefully attacks a man with a knife. And after hitting him with that knife also, he knocks him down. One by one all the people get killed and only Jack and Gi-hun survive. He tells Gi-hun to give him this child. I will drop this child down and will not say anything to you. But Gi-hun loved this child very much. He could not put him in any danger. A fight takes place between these two because of this child. Jack also had a knife in his hand with which he could have killed him. But Gi-hun was trying to save himself and that child. And during all this, Jack finally succeeded in pulling his daughter. He was about to drop his daughter down. All the VIPs were noticing his behavior, while Gi-hun was pleading with them. How can we not do this? Don't insult this child. Finally, Gi-hun pushes the man to catch this child, and quickly catches his jacket, in which the child was. Here, if he wanted, he could have saved Jack's life while falling, but he did not. Ultimately, Jack fell down and died. And in the final round, we are shown Gi-hun with the girl. Then outside this island, we see that Gi-hun has also finally reached this island. He also sees the man who was taken out by No-eul outside this island and rescues him. And then he leaves with all the guards to search for the people of Squid Game. On that island. In the final round of the game, it was shown that Gi-hun was holding the child in his hands and was in deep thought. The VIPs, noticing human behavior, bet on Gi-hun that he will kill the child and save his life along with the prize money. Gi-hun, after thinking something, presses the button for the final round. And all the VIPs are shocked and stand in awe to see what Gi-hun will do. Everyone was expecting that he will drop the child, but Gi-hun keeps the child aside and takes his own life without giving any expression. He'll take his own life. He himself jumped from the stopper. And on doing this, all the VIPs, even the front men, were shocked. By doing this, he proved that he is a human being and not an animal, and humanity was still alive in him. The VIPs had not even thought that the game would turn around like this. The frontman also got very disturbed by Gi-hun. Gi-hun was the winner of 2 games. Well, he had a lot of money. He could have lived a luxurious life, but he still chose the humanity inside him and took his own life to save a little girl. Now the frontman questions himself that where did his humanity go? He had won only 1 game. Now he came out from where he was and came to the game's place, and he picked up that little girl in his lap. He was still thinking about Gi-hun after seeing her from the vortex, and during this time, an entry was made here, due to which he was still thinking about Gi-hun after seeing the vortex, and during this time Jun-hee entered here, who had finally found his brother. He points a gun at his brother from behind. He did not know that his brother also had a girl in his hands. He wanted to kill him to avoid being called a criminal, but could not do so because after all he know that is the frontman was his brother. While crying, he could only say this to Soro, that why did you do all this? Ino, who came to know that the police has arrived here, immediately gives the order to explode this place to erase all the evidence. A lot of bombs are placed here and a timer of 30 minutes is set on them, and all the VIPs start preparing to leave from here in a hurry. Along with the VIPs, frontman and No-eul also succeed in leaving from here. Anyway, this facility is destroyed. The game ends and the story is shown 6 months after this whole incident. When Jun-hee goes home, he receives a parcel. This parcel contains the same little girl and also the prize money that he had sent for her, because he felt that her brother deserves a good life and the girl also deserves a good life which only Jun-hee can give her. In the post-credits scene, we see the frontman himself meeting Gi-hun's daughter. He informs Gi-hun's daughter about Gi-hun's death and also gives her Gi-hun's card which contains all his winnings. After this, when he was about to leave from here, he saw a girl in the street here who was making people clear the Squid Game while playing the dodgy game here. Seeing this, he understood that although that facility had ended, but the Squid Game did not end. Now it will run and be played all over the world, this time in the US, which clearly means that the next part of the Squid Game will also come, and with this season ends here.